These jubilant images betray the fact that Vladimir Putin's victory is marred by allegations of cheating, something that his emotional speech couldn't hide.
Thanks to the overwhelming support of our voters, this is a fair and honest victory. We will work hard, we will succeed, and we invite you to get together and unite for the benefit of our country. I promised you victory. We have won. Long live Russia.
His insistence on the election's transparency is flatly rejected by his oligarch opponent, Mikhail Prokhorov.
We've reported about 4,000 violations, with an especially dire situation in St. Petersburg and in the Moscow region. In St. Petersburg, more than 50 of my observers were not admitted to the polling stations. There, at the stations, they had fake papers with photocopies of papers claiming to be my representatives, but we've seen they were officials from the city administration instead.
Webcams were installed in polling stations across Russia, which the authorities said would cancel any possibility of fraud. But despite intense scrutiny from thousands of observers, allegations of cheating came flooding in on social networks and monitoring websites.
I'm not ashamed to say that I voted for Vladimir Putin. It's not the same platform. It's not the same manifesto he had 10 years ago. Now there is a direction to it and a sense of stability. If it continues, our quality of life will increase.
I don't think people are voting for Putin, the ones who are here today. I don't think they are. And none of my friends are voting for Putin. But overall, anyway, he's going to win. So that's the strange thing, and it happens every time.
What must have been a very chilly public protest was the only real sign of the anti-Putin movement. Election day belongs to the pro-Putin camp. Organisers of the Victory Party insisted people came because they support Putin, despite opposition claims that, as with other rallies, some were busted. After the big party comes the big clear-up, but will it be as easy to brush aside those thousands of allegations of electoral fraud? Previously, the authorities' response to them has been, if you have the evidence, take it to the courts. Today, it's the opposition's turn to take the stage.
We now come to a situation where a substantial number of Russian citizens, first of all residents of big cities, do not recognise these elections as legitimate and do not recognise Vladimir Putin as the president of the country. So we will live with that now, and I think this fact will determine the political situation for several months to come.
Its poster boy, Alexei Navalny, has called for people to take to the streets en masse. Whether they do or not should indicate what kind of presidential term Vladimir Putin faces. Amanda Walker, Sky News, Moscow.